things like that, but I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I broke that whole movie down, though.
I think I'm better off just watching Seven again, but I don't know.
That was a classic.
Yeah.
7.
I just pulled
Seven was
up,
great. I saw an obscure movie. It's I think it's an Argentinian movie called Wild Tales this week. That was it was a series.
I bet you did. Pornhub has got a wide variety of different movies that you can see.
No, it was a series of 6 little short films, and they were all themed around revenge, and they were all really interesting. And there's one of them that starts out as they're 2 drivers on this open road, and one of them cuts the other one off. And so the first one who got cut off like speeds past him and flicks him off as he goes, and then almost immediately he gets a flat tire, so he has to pull over on the side of the road. And it just, like, they confront each other, and it starts escalating, and somebody takes a crap on the windshield, and it's like, it goes crazy off the rails.
Well, you know, road rage is a very real thing because you have it too,
Sometimes.
in addition to me.
Yeah.
And I'm a bad driver, and I have anxiety. So
Actually,
like,
last night somebody got it behind me. I was stuck in traffic on 75, and I don't know why there was such bad traffic, but it was the worst traffic I've ever seen. And there was a guy in the car behind me who, at first, he was just blowing clouds of smoke out the window and kind of moving his head a lot, and I couldn't really see what was going on because it was nighttime. And then he got out of the car and started pacing up and down and was like looking like he might be on some drugs and might do something weird, and we were in a dead standstill. And then he got on top of the car.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he literally got on top of his car at a dead standstill and was just kind of like smoking and looking out over the rest of the cars.
Get the hell out of
he
here.
was in his own zone.
And then he went around.
Way up. He was way
It
up.
gets better.
And then he went around to the trunk and pulled out this black bag and took it in the car where he had 2 other people in the car with him. And I'm thinking, I don't know what drugs this guy's on, but I think he might have just gotten a shotgun out of the trunk, and he might
They're
just
about to do a drive-by. You just witnessed
like a walk by just because in traffic. And then I saw a guitar.
They were on their
head.
way to do a drive-by, got caught in traffic with all that weed, and got antsy and was like, "Fucking, I'm king of Atlanta. I'm king of Atlanta. I'm good on 285."
That's all what I was thinking. But then I saw him pull out of the bag. It was a guitar. And then they got out of I know.
And then they started playing music.
Well, they got out of the car with the guitar and started playing music, and they were like kind of swaying around and dancing. No, I
You
swear
are
it's
making
real.
this up.
He was swaying around and dancing, and then like
Where was your phone?
I should have recorded it.
What in the hell?
Yeah, that's a classic.
There's so much that would have led up to me being like, I don't know what's about to pop off.
Yeah, like I locked my driver's side door, and I never really do that. It was like,
And all they
make you
wanted
do
to
it.
do was sing. They wanted to cut a record.
And they were like cops.
They were on their way to the
distance.
studio. Look how racist I am. Please tell me they were white.
I think they were, but I couldn't tell. It was too dark.
That would have been
I was
going
gonna
to
ask that
scary
question,
if they
but I
were
was like,
white
I
and
think
got
it
out
would-
of their car. I would
yeah.
have been like, oh no.
He saw cop lights in a distance behind him, and he real quick got back in the car and stopped moving.
Right.
Wow.
It was the
From
weirdest
a
thing.
distance.
And this was after a 16-hour workday I had just finished, so I thought I was dreaming or something.
It's
It was,
Atlanta. It'll do it. Let me just tell you this. Me and Rob, we smoked a blunt probably like an hour or so ago, and we're
Right.
driving down
Boulevard and North.
Boulevard, right down next to Ponce, where it's extra hood, where people
Exactly.
push around crack in baby strollers
Yeah.
at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Like extra hood. Like in the
Right.
summertime, nobody's wearing a shirt and everybody's in flip flops with no socks. Like it's
just sitting
out
on
of control.
the porch outside. Yeah.
Right, and sit on the porch outside and sit in front of the dollar store and scare everybody away from patronizing that wonderful dollar store that I could go to all the time. And we were sitting at the car on the red light, and these 5 like extra white dudes just walked by. And I can't explain why we know they were extra white dudes.
Well, if you see a guy with a nice tight button down with a ball cap to the back, that's a symbol.
Extra white dude.
Extra white.
Yeah.
One of them had on man jeggings that were rolled up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Custom
Extra white,
haircuts.
dude.
That was like these B girls. The show I worked for 16 hours last night was a b-boy dance competition thing, And I recognized that while I was working that the style, which is white girls with baggy pants and backwards hats, is not for me. I'm not into those.
That
No.
was me in 92. I'm glad you didn't know
Jones.
me then. We couldn't have been friends because I thought I was Aaliyah for a very long time. Aaliyah or Gwen Stefani. That was my. When No Doubt came out, I thought I was Gwen Stefani. That was me. You should, instead you date your girlfriend's a nerdy black girl.
Yeah.
The
it's
you
much
got it.
better.
You really do got it made though. You got to. Your life is pretty good.
It is.
Right, I didn't even. I always say I'm like I didn't really know his girlfriend when they first started dating, and then she added me on Facebook, and I started looking at her profile pictures, and I'm like, this makes sense because she's like in a Zelda costume.
Dressed as hot girl.
Cool.
Hog girl.
That's cool. I always say that people say the opposites attract. I think that's bullshit. The more similar you are, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because as a
opposites
man-
attract.
Yeah,
So
because
we can bump heads for the next 50 years of our
Exactly.
lives. Calm
Yeah.
down.
no
Yeah.
doubt.
I need you to like nerdy tings.
Yeah, no. So
Yes.
she and I are making our dragon costumes tonight after
That's
the
cool.
show.
And what are you guys going as?
I'm gonna be Deathstroke, the DC brother to effectively the brother to Deadpool, because
Excellent.
Deadpool is Wade Wilson, and he's on Marvel's side, and Deathstroke is Slade Wilson, and he's the more serious, more dangerous.
But he's Marvel too.
no, he's DC.
He's DC?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we're finishing up making that costume. We just spray painted my my bolt action Nerf gun black.
Sweet.
It's gonna look badass. And then she's gonna go as Starfire, which is another DC character from Teen Titans. It's her skin is orange. She's got green contacts and like a green like fireball kind of thing,
Sweet.
and like a purple.
And her outfit
skimpy
is like a bathing suit split all the way down to her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You lucky dog. You.
Yeah, Dave's gonna have some great con sex. I don't know much about what this week's gonna bring for all of us in life, but I know Dave's gonna get some good con relations in.
The only couple there that actually have relations.
Yeah. Actually, I posed the question to a guy friend years ago. If you go to con, because there's so many good-looking, scantily clad women there, if you go to con, would it be better to go with a girl who every guy you pass is just staring her down, or no guy you pass is staring her down? I don't know if I'd rather be jealous of everything around me, or just kind of cool but without anything.
Well, to be honest, for me, it wouldn't matter as long as she puts out in the end.
Yeah, and as long as she's not the type to try to get in fights.
Exactly.
What's
Get
wrong
you
with
in
us?
fights.
I mean,
Right.
what's wrong with them?
Your fraudulent slip is showing, Reggie.
Do what?
Your fraudulent slip is showing.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
I'm not a fighter.
that's good.
Yeah, I've had my ass beat enough in life. I'm pretty good on that from now on. Don't
Or,
anybody hit
but
me.
do you try to get your guy into fights, like to protect your honor and shit?
No, I'm
That's
not.
good.
I don't want anybody to fight around
That's
me at
good.
all. I don't want anybody to argue around me. I want everybody to be. Jackson's going to town on her dog bed.
Yeah, she's humping it and biting it.
Sounds like-
Well, she only knows what she sees. So this feels right. That's what she said. And then, oh crap! I just was. Oh, the new Walking Dead came out.
Oh yeah, tell us about it. Eh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
Here's the thing. Like, I get that it's actually started filming before the outbreak happened and that they've got to get that story. But it was 90 minutes and I felt like it was too much backstory.
Mm.
Like, I don't really care if you're in a good marriage, put your kids on drugs, and you don't know what you're going to do. And like, I want to see a zombie eat somebody's face, and then I want to see y'all get real smart and figure out how to kill them.
Well, that's kind of why I didn't get that quick on the first Walking Dead, because isn't there a whole lot of human drama in that and not so much zombie killing?
It evolved, though. It's a good, healthy amount of both.
Okay.
I feel like, and especially in the last few seasons, because they've gotten their gratuitous gore down to a science.
Okay.
Like when everybody hates Chris died, like it showed him like pressed up against glass with like 50 zombies literally ripping his flesh off the front of him.
Wow.
Like it was detailed. Like yeah, it's ripped out his heart. Like it was so much.
Wow.
So I don't think that they're I think they have a good balance, and I know these are the same writers, and I'm definitely going to give it a probably whole season chance. I'm sure I'll probably watch each and every one just to try to make myself like it, but I just feel like there's too much backstory this time.
It's kind of like the Better Call Saul of Walking Dead.
Pretty much.
The unnecessary spin-off that nobody
I
asked
never
for.
watched Breaking Bad, and so I truly never had any interest in Better Call Saul.
Oh, okay. Breaking Bad was debatably the best TV show
Not
in
better
our
than
time.
Walking Dead.
It's way better than Walking Dead.
Are you going to try to chime in over there?
No, actually, just one comment what Dave said. I did hear that as well. I'm like you, Reggie.
You've never seen it?
Never seen Walking
Okay.
Dead, but I've heard nothing but great things about it. So,
Breaking Dead.
and
is
you know,
shit.
and it's weird how with all these the huge influx of these shows, internet shows, it's like when do you have time to breathe? Because I know I want to watch all of that. I want to watch all of with the Kevin Spacey.
It's such a time commitment.
Exactly. What's the Kevin Spacey's Netflix show?
House of Cards.
House of Cards. I heard nothing but brilliant things about
Yep.
that. Orange
I
is
heard
New
the
Black.
president binge watches House of Cards.
Yeah, but between House of Cards, Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, New Walking Dead, fucking, there have been so many that
How do I always
Lost, Mad Men,
Men's excellent.
Entourage.
Yeah.
They had the dude from Lost on Talking Dead last week, and the big fat guy, the chubbier guy. And then they put up who's scarier, the ghost monster from Lost, a zombie, or something else. And the ghost monster got like the least, and even Chris Hardwick was like, "That ghost monster is the scariest thing of all time. It like consumes you and shows you your worst fears." So anyway, it was just a sidewire. He was
Yeah.
on Talking Dead, nerded out. I'm back.
Okay.
I didn't get in on Lost. I saw a few episodes of it. Max was into it. It is what it is.
Yeah, actually, I am caught up on Game of Thrones now, and as great as that is, I would have to say it's overhyped. I like it a lot. I recommend it to anybody who hasn't heard much about it, if anyone exists like that. But but it just the hype went too far. It is really good though.
The Walking Dead is the best show on earth. The original Walking Dead in the world.
So there's a new Walking Dead now?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's called.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I thought you knew. No,
I
it's
didn't know.
called. I said I thought you knew. It's
You wanna
called Fear the Walking Dead.
Okay.
And what they did was they went out to the West Coast and they are attempting to take the show from the very genesis of the outbreak. Like, so when just a couple of people were having it, and then there was, talk of flu, and then, but what you have to understand is the first hour of it was the first day.
Okay.
And then they did like a scene with the main, what I'm assuming is going to be the main little girl to start the group, the main person's daughter. And she had this big long, conversation with her boyfriend at the high school. It wasn't necessary. They could have just showed her at said destination, and then a name that said Todd. Where are you, Todd? Where are you, Todd? Where are you? And we would have got it. We'd have been like, "Oh man, she's missing somebody. I bet that little motherfucker's a zombie right now." You know what I mean? Like that was extra. That scene, I would have snatched that out in editing so fast. And I don't know, it was just a lot of stuff like that where I felt like they were just giving you too much backstory. But around an hour is when we started to kind of see where the epidemic begins, where that the ninth hour, so to speak, I guess. You know what I mean? Like right when it's just like everything's about to be full blown messed up. And yeah, I would just like to see. I mean, I just don't understand how it could spread that quickly. They showed like and you'll see it on the show because I'm going to make you watch it, Dave
Yeah.
and Rod. They have somebody YouTubed a picture of somebody getting shot several times by the police and still getting up because they're a zombie, clearly. Like, at that point, we should be able to contain it. But I guess at that point, we don't realize that all of us have that gene in us inherently. So if you die from natural causes, you still become a zombie.
There was a crack.com video that I watched that referenced that scene, and I still haven't seen the episode, so I don't know the context, but they were saying that they kind of overreacted even what they did do, and they were thinking